Welcome to Ultimate DIY. Hey guys, it's hunting season again, and it is the time for trail cams. This is going to be the ZCYT10. Don't tune away. We are going to actually go install this, and we are going to see if we can capture some wildlife. So if you like to see wildlife, and I know there's a big red fox in the area, I'm hoping we can get him on video. Can't guarantee it, but we're going to try. So if you like to see live footage, be sure you stay tuned towards the end, and we'll see what kind of footage we actually get. It's an awesome 360-degree trail cam that works off of solar panels, and it has an internal battery. So the solar panel will charge the battery for 365 days of the year. So you do not have to go out in the middle of nowhere and constantly be pulling batteries and recharging them when they run out. A very, very great feature. This also works off of 4G, and it works with most of your common carriers, whether they're T-Mobile, AT&T, or Verizon. And what that actually does for you is that allows you to see live what is going on with the 360-degree view, whether it is daytime or nighttime. Not only see live, but it allows you to use the built-in microphone and be either to talk to intruders or a visitor that is on your property, if it's a job site or a home, or even out in the middle of nowhere and it's your property that you're trying to manage. It also allows you to scare away predator-type animals. So say this is at a horse ranch and there is a predator around your horses, it allows you to scare away those predators just by simply talking. So what they're going to do is they're going to give you 300 megabytes to actually try out that system live. And if you like it, you can actually continue that on a monthly basis. Now, the system also allows you to use either a cloud storage or a built-in micro storage. Now, if you're using the micro card, you are going to have to pick up your own card, and it can be anything from an 8 to 128 gigabyte card. And you're simply going to slide that in the weatherproof area, and I'll show you that when we go to show the unit. So if you'd like to try the cloud version, they're going to go ahead and let you try it for 30 days for free. And if you like that, you can go ahead and extend that as well. So now let's talk about the video quality. It's a 2K HD full night vision with infrared. And not only is it night vision with infrared, guys, it is color night vision. So you get extremely good video, much better than you do on most other trail cams. There is one other really cool thing about the 4G live view on this. You can actually share that data with someone else. So say you have a spouse and it's surrounding your home and you want them to be able to see what's going on at the same time. Say you are a contractor and this is protecting a job site. You have other managers and supervisors that need to see what's going on. Or say you're running that deer camp and you've got other hunters that want to be able to see what's going on. You're able to actually share a link to where they can go in and they can view everything just like you. They just have to download the same app. And by the way, you're going to download the U-Box app. And that way you can actually go in and view everything and see what's going on. You can make adjustments through the app. It's a very nice app, but you will share that app with the others. They will actually log in, download the app, enter their email, and then when you add them, it will send them an acceptance link to their email. So overall, guys, this is a fantastic system, very robust, very heavy duty, and has a ton of functions. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at what you get in the box, and then we're going to get out and install this thing. So let's do that. Okay, so let's talk about what you actually get in the box when you get it. It's going to come in a nice box just like this. You're just going to open it up, pull everything out. And the first thing, obviously, you're going to get is your camera. And the camera already has the antennas mounted on it. Now, there is a barcode under here to scan the camera, which will allow you to connect your app to the camera. So when you are going through that app, be sure that when it gets to the screen that says, are you doing Wi-Fi or are you hooking up a 4G system, that you hit the 4G system. This is not a Wi-Fi camera. Hit the 4G system button, and what it's going to do is it's going to ask you to scan the little barcode that is on there, so it will connect the camera to your app. All right, so that is very important that you know where that is at. Now, you are also going to get a plate. Now, this plate is to mount. See if I can pick this up and show you. Now, there's two ways to mount this, and I'm going to show you both. This is the first one. This is going to be to mount to a hard surface, whether it is a wood wall, whether it is sheetrock, whether it is brick, or if it is an eave underneath, say, a building. There's a, you're going to probably use this. They even give you anchors if it's brick or sheetrock to make sure that the camera does not fall out. Now, how this actually works with the camera is it has a sliding mechanism here. The little holes are indented because you're going to put screws in these four, and when you get this mounted where you want it, it is going to slide in like that, and you'll have 4 anchor spots on the side. 1, 2 here, and 1, 2 here. They give you the little tie-down anchor screws to screw those in to make sure that it can't fall out. Now, you can not only mount this like this, horizontal, on a wall, you can also use the 2 top screws and mount it up underneath an eave or something like that, slide it in, and now I can mount up high under an eave, and I won't use the back, I would use just the top. So the other way is going to be, the other way to mount the system is going to be to mount it on a tree. So if I'm mounting it on a tree, I have this metal bracket and I have a strap. I can run the strap around the tree, and I will run the strap ends through these 2 slots that are right here in the center. Now, I have the same 4 anchor spots on this that I do here on this one. So I'm going to use these same little anchor screws. And how that works is once it's strapped to a tree, it is going to slide in like that. And I will put those anchor pieces in here on each side. And now I'm secured to a tree. So that is how we put the unit on, and that's the parts you get for mounting the unit. Now for power, be sure that you take the charging cord that they give you, this is a Type-C, and charge this for 24 hours before you use it. And when you first start charging, you're going to have a little green light come on telling you that you are charging. If the light is white, it is either nighttime or it is fully charged. If the light is red, it means that you've had a lot of rainy weather and the solar panel has not been able to keep up, and you need to manually charge the unit. So that is our charger, that is our unit. We have these. They also give you a little pair of tweezers to help you get out your card when you go to pull the card out. The other things that they're going to give you is a manual, which it walks you through everything step by step, and it's actually a pretty decent manual, guys. I would definitely read this one. They give you a little warning sign. I like this on a job site or around a home. Let people know that, hey, there's a surveillance camera that is monitoring you. Now, the problem with a lot of trail cams is that you have to have a battery system to generally operate them out on a trail. And when that battery runs down, you got to drive back out there, replace that battery to keep it going, or you have to have a full-blown power source somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, which usually doesn't work. Well, this system actually uses solar power. There is a battery built in, but it keeps itself charged as long as you give it at least 3 hours a day of full sunlight onto the solar panel. It'll keep the unit charged up for you. Now, obviously, if you can get more than 3 hours, that's better. And if for some reason you have a bunch of rainy, cloudy days, you can go out and go ahead and pull the cam and charge it manually to get it back up to peak performance. The other thing they're going to give you is going to be the solar charger. Now, the solar charger is going to be screwed to here, and they give you the screws. And by the way, all those screws are stainless, which is great because this is an outside unit, so you don't have to worry a lot about rust. But you are going to screw this on just like this. So now you can actually articulate this and adjust it so that it is getting that 3 hours minimum of sun per day. And you're going to take 4 screws, screw this into a wall, whether it's sheetrock. You could even screw it into a tree, wherever you need to screw this in. So make sure that your plug, though, the USB-C, plugs into the actual unit. And that is going to plug in right here, down at the bottom. Now, like I said, if it is going to be there long term and you are putting this charger in, you're going to pull the small one open right here, if I can get a hold of it, and open it. That way it keeps moisture out, and you are going to plug this directly in there just like that. So that is pretty much everything you are going to get in the system. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go outside. I'm going to actually carry this into some woods, and we are going to mount it by a tree, and I'm going to put a little food down, and we're going to wait and see what we actually capture. So let's go do that. So there you go. You got to see the unboxing, you got to see the install, and you got to see some really cool footage. Now we had cats, we had raccoons, and we did catch the fox. Now I love the fact that I could take it off the infrared night vision and put it onto regular color vision with that spotlight. That was a really cool feature. And another thing I'll note here is that it didn't scare the wildlife off. So I was afraid it was going to light up the area or something and they would just run away. They didn't do that. So that worked very well. Now, full disclosure, it's been almost a week since I installed it. I ended up recording and checking everything out throughout the day for the last week, day and night, watching my little alerts as they pop up and seeing what it was recording. I will tell you, I didn't really get any false alarms like moving brush and things like that. There was almost always something there moving around when I did get an alert. We did get an ice storm, and I was able to see through the ice storm. It did not really ice over it. I could still see what was going on, and I thought that was really cool. Now, one thing I did find, though, that I did not talk about is the memory, the storage. Now, we talked about the fact you can put a memory card in, and we talked about the fact you can use a cloud. But there is one other way you can record, and that is through the phone. So when I would get my alert, I could actually hit the record button inside the app, and it would record to my phone. So I had footage on my memory card, I had footage in the cloud, and I also ended up with footage on the phone. And the nice thing about the phone is I could keep that going as long as I want, and I would have that on the phone immediately available to actually look at, use, whatever I needed to do. So that was a really cool feature. So overall, the LIWAN, L-I-W-A-N Trail Cam Solar 4G system is awesome. If I was going to rate that on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd give it 5 stars. And in all due honesty, guys, this is one that probably really deserves that 7 or 8 star out of a 5. I mean, it's that good. So if you need a good trail cam, whether it's for the trail, whether it's for the job site, or whether it's around your home just to see what's going on, I don't think you're going to go wrong with this. Do yourself a favor, pick yourself up one today, and we will see you guys on the next review.